Hello, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Front Mission 5, Scars of the War. So, before we head into battle here, let's take a look at our Vansers. Um, I did I did what I really didn't want to do and spent some time in the arena today and built up a bunch of cash, and then went and spent it on my units because I just played through this mission with my, my hacked unit of Vansers, and I had them all at rank 4 parts across the board. And I was like, this really does make a difference. So let's try to level up our parts a little bit here. So you can see I got rank 4, rank 5 in all these parts here. So Walter's still using vanilla frost parts across the board. In my hacked save file, I was using the Frost HW, which is the Hell's Wall version of the Frost, with like ludicrous defense stats. And if you buff it all the way up to the top rank, it gets a auto repair buff, which is pretty nice. But yeah, I was thinking, I should put a poll up to kind of decide what kind of Vanser we want to use with Walter. Should we use a Frost or should we use a Zenith? I'm not sure if I'll put a poll up, but it's definitely something I'm thinking about as we go forward with the game. For now we're using Frost, but I would like to change things up once we get into the next act of the game. At least specialize the Frost variant we're using to some degree. Use a Blizaya or use a Frost HW or something like that. Okay, so weapons. As you can see, my left hand I have a Gale, or I have a shotgun in both hands, dual shoddy build, and the left hand, which is the hand I use for links, has been upgraded to rank 5. So the reason why I'm using double shotguns is because that allows me to use the switch ability, which is ridiculous. So now then, let's take a look at Randy. You can see I've just got this hodgepodge of parts here. So I have the Eldos body, and then a Frost arm for the arm that's actually shooting, and then a Numbscar arm for his offhand arm. And that one has this WS shield equipped. Now, someone mentioned in the YouTube comments that I should remove the shield so that Randy can get multiple shots in one attack or one link. That is a valid point, but I did kind of want to have at least one character with a shield, and I think it makes sense for Randy to have a shield because then he can really just focus on his main role, which is doing repairs, instead of maybe compromising his survivability in exchange for some more attack power. I just wanted some more variety in my units to some extent. The reason why this is only rank 3 is because if I had a higher rank, it would go over my weight limit. Yep. Now then, Damon, I replaced his legs with Eldos legs. They just happen to provide a nice balance between weight and maneuverability. So he gets +1 move based on that over what he had with the Cheyenne. The rest of the parts are all Cheyenne, and then I upgraded his launcher, this one in particular, to rank 5. Jamie, I believe, is all the same as what he was before, so he is not in the greatest shape here, but hopefully this will not prove to be a massive problem for us going forward. I ran out of money, basically, so I figured it was more important to spend the money on Walter because he's like up there taking tons of damage all the time than to spend it on Jamie. who can at least retreat if he needs to. We will see how that goes. And then the grapple! Yes, the grapple is ready to go. So you can see I got that purple going on there. I couldn't help myself. She's got the urban camo with the purple off color. Most of my characters are very buttoned down and practical, but Christine has decided to be a little bit more flamboyant. So I got this, all up to rank 4 across the board. That is the highest rank you can upgrade to at this point in the game. And I am using the grapple F, which is the light variant of the grapple. And you can see that my weight to power ratio is quite favorable with this turbo backpack equipped. In the future, I may possibly equip a repair backpack or a light repair backpack on her. At this point, I'm just focused on her dealing tons and tons of damage, and having that turbo backpack on there assists with that. The reason why it's only rank 2 is because I couldn't actually purchase a higher rank turbo backpack. I would have to use my RP to buff that up, and I'm not willing to spend my RP on backpacks. That seems kind of silly to me, considering how valuable they are for upgrading parts. Now, let's take a look at Jim. He was all across the board rank 3, so I decided to remedy that, and I got a couple of higher rank parts. I upgraded his body to give him more power, and I upgraded his legs to numbskull legs, and the reason for that was that I believe it was a bonus in terms of his movement range, which was pretty inadequate with the whisk legs, while still giving him some reasonable amount of evasion compared to the frost, which has a lower evasion percentage than the numbskull legs. And then I upgraded his sensor backpack because that would give me the chance to go ahead and disable people at 1 extra space, or it's like it increases the range from 2 to 3. So that is nice. And then I upgraded his flamethrower, which reminds me, before we go out and do this battle, there is a very important skill. Yes, I definitely want to buy an equipped tank hunt. Definitely want to do that, because it's very important to what happens in this next battle. Striker Link L is good enough. Hella Hunt is important for this battle, and nothing important there. And block damage 15, auto machine. Counterattacks during systems down and attack systems down status. Okay, we don't need that because we're not up against anything that can do that quite yet. And this could be useful. Let's give it a shot. And then, Walter, what can you do for me? Ah, yes. I almost forgot to equip this. So, yeah, take a look at that. Performs a double attack with 2 assault type weapons of the same type, multiplies damage by 1.2. So that is pretty awesome. We are going to hopefully see that in action with those dual shotguns, and that should be devastating. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Oh, the one last thing I want to check is the items. Make sure. Okay. Good, yes. Just wanted to make sure I didn't have any item backpacks that were empty. Because, why not bring them if you've got the backpack? Otherwise, you should just use a turbo. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so let's take a look at this mission. You'll see that there are 2 enemies over here. And as far as I can tell, this is basically a hint to the player that the game designers have put in here, which is to go around this way, take these guys out, then go around this way, take these guys out, then head up, and either take these guys out from the front, or go around this way, or go around this way. Those are kind of your options, but what you don't want to do, for sure, is to charge up the middle. And we will actually see some dialogue to that effect in just a moment. Okay, so Randy still really pissed off at these guys destroying the Paradise Burger. I wasn't able to really include it in my translation there, but what that dialogue is actually about is like, you know, he's just talking about how he loves the Paradise Burger. He's so angry that they destroyed it, and then he says, he takes a look at how big this thing is, and he's like, oh, actually, you know, that mess hall food isn't really so bad, ha 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 ha. So, you know, it's just like Randy is obsessed with food, Randy's pretty stupid, Randy's kind of cowardly. These are the things that Randy is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, okay. I was like, Knuckle? Knuckle? What are you talking about, Knuckle? I don't have any knuckles. No, it's just because these the bare hands qualify as knuckle type weapons. Oh yeah, and Christine has double punch now, so if we get to see that trigger, it will be glorious. I am a huge fan of double punch. I don't know if I actually got to show you the dialogue where they're like, whenever you do double punch, make sure you yell double punch! There is some dialogue to that effect in one of the Act 1 base sections, but I might have skipped over it, unfortunately. Okay, so last time I played this mission, I had a machine gun for Walter, so I was able to reach these guys, but I can't do that this time around. So I guess I will hang back so as to either draw them in or reduce my damage. Now, I don't expect that things will be anywhere near as easy as they were in the last mission for me. That would just be kind of absurd. Because, you know, I had all these exotic parts. They weren't a high rank, but they were still exotic parts that I would be very happy to get in a normal game. Alright, let's get to it then, shall we? Let's, no. Nope, nope, nope. You need to come up here. Or do you. Is that a good idea? What I want to avoid is him shooting somebody in the back. Because of a link. Well, you're just gonna have to eat some damage, I guess. Aw, no switch? Come on. Come on. You gotta give the people a show. Oh, ho, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, if only we had got double punch and switch in the same combo. Well, you can't get it all, can you? Alright then. Guys should be okay to attack from here. Well, that guy is not really a threat anymore, so let's go ahead and attack his friend here. So you can go over here, destroy this guy. Or, you know, whatever. And you can come up here and attack him. Stuff. I feel like we're off to a good start. Oops. Oh, that was okay. Oh, come on. I I didn't think that was going to get a friendly fire situation, but now that I look at it, yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes these things happen. What can you do? Okay, I don't think we're in a situation where we need to reload yet. But if we move here, we can do a repair. That's good. Alright, so essentially we want to draw these guys into an ambush if possible. That's looking promising. No double punches yet. Does she even have it? Let's see. Oh, she's got it. She just hasn't had it trigger for us yet. That is quite unfortunate. Bring it. Oh. That's more like it. Feel like attacking is the better move this round. But now let's move him first. Yeah. Then we gotta move Walter. Or alternative. We do this. Yes. Actually, that was a mistake. I should have moved. Oh no, I already did move Christine. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. No mistakes were made. Actually, probably better off attacking at this angle. Although, let's just do this. Oh, we don't have enough AP to do that. Okay, well that makes it easy. And you're done. Done. Bye. And why can't I hit these guys? Not enough AP. Okay. This seems like a good point to do a reload. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna do is move Randy and get some repairs in for sure. You can attack from this angle, and chance of hit is pretty good, so we're gonna go with that, I think. But first we will move you. Now remember, this is the character that has Tank Hunt. But we do want to take this guy out if we can. Excellent. Excellent. No, you didn't even need Tank Hunt. It's just dead. You are just dead. Love going after the grapple. I wonder why. Maybe it has something to do with the purple paint job. Maybe they don't like it. Maybe it stands out too much. Maybe I don't care. Now this guy is not linked with these helicopters, so we can just wail on him without any real concern. Oh, he is linked with those helicopters. Ah. Well, that was foolish, but not disastrous. Jim, you're gonna move over here. EMP this guy. Excellent. Okay, let's think about what we're doing Amy. Oh, we already moved, right? Derp. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go after this missile guy. No real choice in that matter. Keep damaging Christine, keep healing Christine. Seems like a solid plan to me. I was hoping she would be able to kill him, but sometimes things don't work out that way. Definitely going to want to get that Hella Hunt bonus here. Those damage bonuses really do start to become quite impressive. Ah, too bad. You'd think that would do a fair amount of damage to a helicopter, having a direct missile hit to its rotor, but I guess these are just really tough helicopters. Gotta pick one or the other, and I'm gonna pick this one. So I should be a little bit smarter about this and move directly next to it to improve my accuracy. Oops. Alright. Now we are coming more to the interesting part of the battle. So I gotta decide, strategically here, who will I heal? And I think the answer is that I should heal Walter. Question is, can I myself, that's a good spot. That's a good spot there, I should say. Yeah, finish this guy off. Bye. Annoyed me too much, and it's time for that to end. I guess I'll go for the MP again. Okay, that's good. Let's try to take out this helicopter. Excellent. Okay, so we have taken out those 2 helicopters. There's only 1 left, and there are 2 tanks, and then the groaning, or I should say the grantees. Remember, this is a groaning Type B2 grantees. We will get to see it in action shortly, but hopefully not too soon. So, taking a look at my units, I think that Randy is the one who needs to be healed the most. Let's put him in a position where that's feasible. And come up here. Do your thing. I would I would not want to be one of those tank crewmen. The giant grapple punching its way through my armor. Not sure if you can hear that from outside. It's just the election trucks here in Japan. Going on and on and on and on and on and on about the election. Not that I'm against elections, I just, I can't vote, obviously, so it's a little bit trivial to me. And they do come by this area quite a lot, especially around lunchtime. I find that quite annoying. I've never seen that before. That was quite funny. Little turning around animation. Okay, this is the moment of truth here. This is where we start to engage the grantees. Good. I'd say we are in a fairly favorable position. The one thing I would like to do before we engage it is to take out this helicopter. So let's see if we can make that happen. Christine has one role to play, really, and that is to take out the tank. There is a side road here, so I might take that with her. We definitely don't want to go toe-to-toe with the grantees right away. We will probably use some melee attacks against it, but not when we first engage it. So let's go ahead and provoke this tank. Ooh, that looked painful. Okay, well, not so much for that. I guess I should show off grantees in action. with its rifle. Quite formidable. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to want to repair Jim to begin with. How much AP does the grantees have left? It has 0 AP, so it's not able to act at the moment. Okay. There. Do I want to take out the helicopter, or do I want to take out the tank? I'm gonna go after the tank because it's already damaged. Actually, let's see here. Can I do this effectively? This is Jamie. Damon. So let's move with Damon first and get you out of this area. Okay, and then let's move Jim. Seems like a supremely bad idea to move into that square. Yeah, that turned out pretty well. You, Jamie, are going to move here. And we're just going to do this for the purposes of links. It's not necessarily the most optimal thing to do using our gunner when we could possibly use it for taking out the helicopter instead, but it was worth it to take out that tank with the link. Okay, so Christine... I think I'm going to hold her back a little bit more. If she stokes some more damage, that's okay. And I want to get the surround on the grantees if I can. Walter's in pretty good shape, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Because the grantees is at 0 AP, it's not able to participate in a link against me. Almost certainly will use a melee attack against Walter this turn. Yes. Okay, let's check this out. Damn! So I believe we're just at the end of the election campaign here in Kyoto. So people are just at a frenzy pace of calling out their campaign name. Basically just shouting their name continuously and their party affiliation, so people might remember to scribble their name down if they happen to go vote. Oh, come on. like to get this guy out of the equation here. Excellent. Alright, this is the point where we want to deploy Christine. Now you'll see her hit chance is very low here. And that is actually plot significant. This is a gigantic Panzer, or mobile weapon that we are against. It should be very easy to hit, but it's not. And just make a note of that, mental note of that, because I'm definitely going to be mentioning it in the plot summary that's coming up. See, that was an entire miss there on a giant enemy like that. Oh. Go shield! I feel like this is a somewhat uneven engagement. Now, do I want to make repairs with Randy? Or do I want to do an attack? I think I want to do an attack. Oh, look at that! It's the Paradise Burger burning in the background. Actually, when we first decided to create the promotional materials, or like the case art for the fan translation, I suggested that we create like a Paradise Burger promotional coupon to include in the game cart or the game case. I think that would have been pretty funny, but we never actually did it. Not too sure why. Oh, I should have used aim. What was I thinking? That's like the one situation where you really want to use aim. I won't be so stupid next round. Oh, took out one of its arms. Fortunately, it was the cannon, which I think is the less significant threat here. And I am actually... Oh, I don't have enough AP for that. No! Can I move and attack? No, I can't. I can only attack from here. Do it! Go, Walter! Go! Yes, it's armless. I think all it has left is its machine gun now. Ooh, can you hang in there, Christine? You can do it! You can do it! Oof. That's scary. Oh, all out of missiles. Oh! And the grapple takes it out. Purple power. Okay, so in these next few scenes, I expect there is going to be a considerable amount of slowdown, and I have to apologize for that. I do have some plans to try to move the game image onto a USB 3.0 stick, and hopefully that will reduce the I/O overhead on the main drive that's running the emulator and writing the video file. So that I hope that will be able to reduce the amount of stuttering and framiness we might end up with. But unfortunately, I didn't have that prepared for this video. So apologies in advance for that.
そうだ。俺たグレンのこと責めるなよ。戦争なんだ。仕方ないだろう。やだな。なんで俺たちが。ランディ。おい、ふざけんなよ。ランディ、ランディ。
遅い。ハイキングでも楽しんでいるつもりか。ママのランチがそんなに楽しみか。食ってクソするだけが取り柄の脳なしどもめ。貴様らのいた部隊は声だめだ。貴様らはクソにたかるクソ虫だ。軍隊には2種類の生物しかいない。クソ虫かそれ以外かだ。もちろんここにクソ虫などいない。最低のクソ虫か最高の海兵だ。何をやってるか貴様。お前は潰れろと命令を受けたのか。それとも投げ出すのは架空か。戦場でお前の面倒を見て誰か死ぬのか。海兵に死ぬことは許されない。全員100回追加だ。喜べクソ虫ども。貴様らに与えられた選択肢は2つもある。海兵となり最高の栄誉を得るか、上ダメに戻って一生クソ虫のまま終わるかだ。どうだ嬉しいか。ケアどうしたこの腰抜けめ。あれが寝ろと命令した。受けろ。貴様は命令なしに息をすることも死ぬことも許さん。バンツァーの性能はパイロットの性能だ。貴様らにできないことはバンツァーに乗ってできるわけがない。 軍は貴様らにガンを配る慈善団体ではない。クリスマスはまだ先だ。次。サイラス・ロンチェスター、
さあ、イエスさ
ハーディング・ウォーレン、
さあ、イエスさ
テリー・ヘンドリックス、
さあ、イエスさ
スーザン・マクダネル、
さあ、イエスさ
ハリー・トムソン。
さあ、イエスさ
以上だ。よくやった。俺についてこい。他の者は残れ。
よく聞け、クソ虫ども。貴様らは軍属替えを希望した史上最低の存在だ。尽力した部隊、命を懸けた戦友は貴様らに裏切られたわけだ。クソの役にも立たないクソ部隊のクソ虫どもが今ここにいる。だが見込みのあるクソ虫どもだ。私はウェンライト。本日をもって貴様らのボスとなる。おめでとう諸君、合格だ。ようこそ特殊機構強襲連隊ストライクワイバーンズへ。
Whew, okay. That is some emotional stuff there. A real roller coaster. Some of the best scenes in the game, I have to say. I gotta compose myself. Yeah, I don't know, that scene where Randy dies always really gets to me. I think it's definitely one of the most emotional scenes in the whole Front Mission series. There's not a whole lot of them, but you know, I translated Front Mission 2, I translated Front Mission 5, and I'd say, you know, there's a couple really emotional scenes in Front Mission 5, and maybe a few in Front Mission 2, and that's in the top echelon, I have to say. There were some translation issues I noticed there. When Glenn is about to kill Randy, I wrote there that there's no need to kill him, but actually what Walter says is there's no need for us to kill each other. The verb he uses is koroshiau, so kill each other. And what can you say, really? I mean, I guess I feel doubly bad for Randy because, you know, he's, on the one hand, as I said before, he really only exists in the game to make Walter look better. And then on another level, he only exists in the game to provide, like, Walter an impetus to go on to become part of the Special Forces. So he's really like this sacrificial lamb in terms of the overall plot structure. Otherwise, you know, you'd expect that Walter and Randy would have maybe demobilized, or, you know, found or gone off to find Glenn together. Obviously, it's really strange that Glenn would act the way he did, and he would kill Randy the incredibly brutal way that he did. I mean, I have to say that's probably one of the most graphic scenes of violence in any video game I've seen. Like, not in terms of, like, you know, blood and guts, like, you know, Bloodborne or Mortal Kombat or any of that kind of thing, but like, you know, actually like really like affecting, like emotionally infecting brutality. So Walter, you know, he's seen some stuff, he's seen some shit. He has had this incredibly traumatic thing happen to him where one of his best friends killed his other best friend. And it's like completely senseless, so hard to make sense of. And I guess like in the midst of that, he saw that application letter that Randy had filled out, and he decided, you know what, this is what Randy wanted. Maybe by joining the Strike Wyverns, I can honor his memory in some way, and maybe somehow, somewhere, I can find some answers as to what happened to Glenn. But nevertheless, you know, as we go through these dialogues in the next section, you're going to see that Walter, you know, he's not happy and chipper and you know, motivated, all gung-ho or anything like that. He's like really, really messed up. He's very serious about his job, but he has some serious emotional trauma, and everybody around him is going to be talking about that. Because, you know, if you want to talk about PTSD, I mean, I can't speak at all. Like, I'm sure, you know, maybe some of you guys are actually soldiers. You've seen some horrible stuff in war, but, like, I gotta think that's pretty much up there in terms of things that would traumatize you. And it's going to be a major motivation for the rest of the game, where I feel like that was like the prologue to the game, and now we're actually getting into the real plot. But in order to better understand what happened and what the sort of background to where we are now is, I am going to do the Front Mission 1 plot summary. It's going to take quite a bit of time to put together, and it is going to be epic. I guarantee you that. It is going to cover a lot of ground. I've been working together with my friend who is the former head of the fan translation project, and we have some good stuff to show all of you. So, until then, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a very long one, I know, but it was certainly dramatic, and I think the battle went quite well, and I look forward to doing the next one. So, until then, I'll see you next time.